Hi, friends. Welcome to Grow to Succeed. It's your place to learn and grow. Thank you so much for joining with me today. Today, I am going to share some important tips that's going to help you manage your time efficiently. So, let's get started. The first tip is to set smart goals. What are the smart goals? The smart goals are the goals which are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Setting smart goals is super important because these smart goals helps us to achieve our goals. Number one. Number two, it gives us a direction of purpose. Number three, if we don't set smart goals, then we will end up somewhere else, right? Remember, if you don't know where you are going, if you don't know what you are doing, then you will end up somewhere else because number one, you don't know the destination where you want to reach. Number two, if you do something without understanding why you are doing, then you will get unexpected result, which may not be beneficial for you. Defining goals is super important, and prioritizing the goals is also very important because that will give your time a purpose and direction. Let's say, for example, we have a student who is not setting the goals and just going with the flow. And if you look at those set of students, the results are not really great and their knowledge is not good, their attitude is not good, their behavior is not good, their thought process is not good. They always have a fixed mindset and they are not curious about anything. They just want to go with the flow and they don't have any goals because they don't know what they really want to do and achieve in their life. And you will also see a second category of students who knows what they really want to do in their life. They have a goal, they have a dream, and whatever they do in their life, those actions are always in sync with their goals and dreams. Now, dear friends, it is super important for anybody to always keep the thoughts, emotions, and actions in sync with the goals and the dreams. Hence, it is important as a first step while managing our time on a daily basis to always set the smart goals because these smart goals help us to reach our destination and then set a direction and a purpose in our life, right? Now, let's have a look at the second tip. The second tip on managing the time is to ensure we prepare our schedule, prepare a to-do list. Remember, the key is not to prioritize what's on your schedule, but to schedule your priorities. Organizing your day with a list of activities to stay on track is super important. Maybe you will have 10 set of activities to do, or maybe 20, or maybe 100 set of activities to do. Now, prioritizing those set of activities is really critical to manage your time efficiently. Now, after you prepare a to-do list, the next activity that you have to do is you have to create a checklist and you have to segregate those set of activities into different categories. Something like critical, very important, important, less important, and least important. The critical activities are those activities or tasks which needs to be addressed on priority or urgently, right? Number two, very important, that has to be taken care after you have addressed the urgent set of activities or tasks. Then move on to important, then less important, and the least important are those activities which you can ignore. Let's take one example. Now, let's say there is a mandatory assessment that is going to be conducted tomorrow, right? Now, the student today cannot sit and prepare for the final examination because the final examination maybe is 4, 5, 6, 7 months down the line. What is the urgent action the student has to do? It's to prepare for tomorrow's mandatory assessment, right? Which is urgent action. Then move on to the next set of activities. Focusing on the most important tasks that align with your goals is crucial because you can do anything but not everything, right? We cannot do everything. It's important for us to ensure we set our goals in such a way that the goals are in sync with our dreams on a daily basis. You schedule all those activities which are in sync with the goals that you want to achieve, and remove all those activities which will be the distraction for you in achieving the goals, right? Then start preparing a checklist and ensure you go ahead and then follow that checklist one by one by allotting a specific slot to every single activity or a task. Remember, time is what we want most. Unfortunately, it is something that we use the worst. And allocating specific time blocks for different tasks or activities is very important because that will help us to avoid multitasking. It's super important, and it's really important that we have to avoid multitasking so that whatever time is allotted, we have to focus on that particular activity only and ensure that activity is completed with maximum outcome, maximum or the best results. Okay. Now, the next tip is to remove all the distractions. Remember, we are living in the age of distractions like never before, right? So we today have lots of distractions. It starts with the technology. It starts with the mobile phone. Stay away from mobile phones if you're not using the mobile phones wisely. Keep them away and focus on your studies. Focus on doing that action, which is going to help you achieve your dreams. The bad news is time flies. And the good news is you are the pilot of the time. You are the pilot. You are in control. You are the master of your own time. And if you don't learn to take control of time, if you don't learn to manage your time, then these distractions will conquer you and they will distract you big time, and you will end up wasting a lot of your time. And it's super precious, valuable time, right? So become the pilot, become the owner of your life, become the pilot of your life. Take control of your life, take control of your time, and manage your time by ensuring you set the smart goals, by ensuring you schedule those activities, prioritize those activities, then allocate the required amount of time to every action, every thought, every activity, every subject you study, so that you complete those activities in a timely manner and don't get distracted no matter what. So how do you take control of your time? How do you take care of your distractions is simple. It's very simple. Take control of the environment and everything will be in place. Let's say, for example, it's your study time and you should not keep your mobile phone in front of you. You should not keep the television turned on. You should not keep the radio station or the music on. You should, stay away from your friends and ensure, you don't sit in front of the window because there is a lot of distraction, right? Always sit in front of a wall and then make sure you have limited number of items on your study desk and ensure you have what is required and then focus on studies, focus on the learning process, focus on studying the subject and then start understanding each and every aspect, then start practicing a lot. This way you will be able to minimize the distractions to a larger extent as well as remove all those distractions while you're focusing on studying or while you're focusing on one particular task or activity, right? So be the master of your life and don't be the servant of your life or don't be the servant of the technology or the distractions. All right. So now be brave. Yes, boys and girls, be brave. Always learn to say no to those activities, to those distractions, which is going to, you know, which is going to distract you or take you away from your goals. You have to decide, you have to make a choice on what your highest priorities are and always demonstrate, have the courage to say no pleasantly, smilingly, politely, and please learn to no, say no, say no to those things which are going to distract you or take you away from your important goals. So next, make use of the technology because technology can be your best friend as well as it can be your biggest enemy. Use it wisely, make it your servant and not master because technology is like a fire. It can burn you, right? Or you can use the technology wisely and you can come up with amazing results in your life. So harness the power of technology to enhance your efficiency, productivity, and enhance your knowledge and so on by removing all the distractions. Don't surrender yourself to the mobile phones. Learn how to use the mobile phones. Learn when to use the mobile phones. So always stay away from mobile phones unless it is required. And if it's required, you should have clear clarity on what is the purpose of that mobile phone, why you should use that mobile phone, and to at what duration, at, till what time you are supposed to use it, right? So you have to reserve that particular slot. Now, relax. Take time to relax. It's very important because taking regular breaks will actually improve your focus, your concentration, and improve your productivity. It will keep you active, always keep you focused, energetic. I suggest take power naps every 3 4 hours, at least 10 15 minutes. Power nap is super beneficial. And if you like tea, coffee, or any drink, which is healthy drink, which is beneficial, so please go ahead or eat some dry fruit snacks, and stay active. Always go for a walk, jogging, exercise, gym, and karate, whatever you like. Please do that every morning, evening, and that will actually help you to increase your potential, increase your abilities, increase your focus, concentration, and it will take you to the next level, right? So relax. Don't immerse yourself in activities to a larger extent that will, you know, maybe not help you. Yeah. Because taking breaks, intermittent breaks is very important to keep your brain active. That's really important. Now, what is more important is self-examination. Now, one of the greatest um, thinker, Socrates, philosopher, he once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." So know yourself. Start self-examining. For example, if you're working on time management, you have to start understanding what is working well for you and what is not working well for you. So you have to take notes, right? Do self analysis, and whatever is working well for you, please continue doing that. And if there are any thoughts, actions which are not really beneficial, which are really actually wasting your time, then I think you just have to, you know, remove those set of activities and then start improvising new set of activities which will help you to achieve your goals and dreams. So periodically reviewing your time management strategies and making necessary adjustments is also very important, because that's where the self analysis comes into picture. And the more effective the analysis is, yes, the outcome, the results will be much better. Remember, friends, time flies and we cannot stop, time, right? So the most busiest people are the most easiest, because they know the real value of time. So become the busiest people, at the same time become the easiest people by understanding the real value of time. So value your time, my dear friends, and the time will value you one day by helping you to grow, to succeed. I wish you all the very best. I hope this session was super helpful and beneficial. And I hope you will start practicing all these best practices, tips to manage your time efficiently and take control of your time, become the master of your life. I wish you all the very best in whatever you do in your life. So thank you so much. And please do subscribe to my channel, and feel free to share this channel with your friends and everyone. Thank you. And you have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye for now.